We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the... First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Saints at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. There's Chris Olave. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
The receiver back to Ohio State turned out an NFL-ready deep threat this year in Olave, who New Orleans jumped up to get at number 11. The Saints learned lastly they need another defense breaker in their receiver room to allow a little bit of space to throw underneath. Sub 4.4 speed and a history of turning deep routes into touchdowns make Chris Olave their guy, and he gets them the 1st down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Winston. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and they end up making the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on 3rd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Can't we score? Here we go, here we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it again with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
He hits his target, Lockett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Walker once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Let's go now.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 on the 19-yard line.
Here's Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
46-yard line.
Winston. And he first shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here's Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was a lightning fast incompletion. He got it and threw it and fell to the ground.
What's that expression? Light comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
Again, Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Gino. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to get... About the 37.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 37-yard line.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
To the right side, this is Walker. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of the best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Gino now to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, Walker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 14.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game. It didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
But I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Smith. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Smith now to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
Room here to run. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Kamara trying again. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.